Hello and a very warm welcome to Córdoba here at the Palacio Municipal de Deportes Vista Alegre as the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers continue here in Group G with Spain hosting Ukraine. Well, Spain have looked in a dominant mood so far in the qualifying campaign, winning both of their games so far, whereas Ukraine had a disappointing loss to Georgia before beating North Macedonia. Here is how Group G currently looks. Georgia have already beaten the Republic of North Macedonia earlier on today, 91 points to 70. So they are 2-1. Spain are 2-0 heading into this game, and Ukraine 1-1. There was a little bit of doubt whether this game would actually take place, of course, with what is going on in Ukraine, the awful scenes that we've been seeing over the course of the last 24 hours. But I think Ukraine had already travelled and wanted to get this game underway. Now, of course, they were supposed to play again in Kiev on Sunday. Now, no surprise there that that game has already been postponed for obvious reasons. So they will not play again on Sunday. They will only play here today in Córdoba. So yeah, let's hope for a good game and a welcome distraction with what is going on back home for all of the Ukrainian players. We wish them well, we wish their families well if they are suffering. But thoughts back on the basketball then. Ukraine have been introduced, but the defending champion Spain, after their success back in China in 2019, have got off to the perfect start in their 2023 World Cup qualifiers. A 94-65 win over North Macedonia on game day 1 was followed up with an 89 points to 61 win over Georgia on game day 2. Sergio Scariolo, the very experienced man still at the helm for Spain, has said that he wants to basically start afresh. It's a blank canvas as far as he's concerned. He said, I don't think we're defending anything. Everybody starts from zero. We are not qualified for the World Cup, even being world champions. Everyone starts from scratch. But of course, it does have another meaning for Spain starting from scratch. The Gasols no longer around, and the golden generation, as they were termed, has done its part, and now it's time to try and build something new. But they certainly have players that are capable of doing just that. Likes of Jaime Pradilla and Yankuba Sima, Dani Perez were the 3 players who made their national team debuts in the previous window. Sima being the most dominant. He had a really good game, 15.7 rebounds in just 17 minutes of work. They will be the heavy favourites to qualify through this group into the second round. There's one more window in the first round, that is in June later this year, and then the second round gets underway in August. There'll be 3 windows in the second round, in August, November, and then in February next year before the World Cup gets underway properly in August next year. So we'll pause for the national anthems.
El himno nacional de España.
So national anthems complete on an emotionally charged evening here in Spain. Formalities just being completed before we can get this one underway. Spain looking to continue their perfect start to the qualifiers. The three referees today: Nicola Maestre from France, Enes Gurion from Israel, and Zdravko Rutesic from Montenegro. Well, these two sides actually met in the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 European qualifiers as well. Spain won the game in Spain, 72 points to 68. It was a pretty close one, and Ukraine got their revenge in Ukraine, 76 points to 65 victors they were there, before Spain, of course, went on to win the whole thing. Starting five then for Ukraine, they go with Randall, Tkachenko, Petrov, Pustovyi and Bogdan Blizniuk. So far in the qualifiers, Artem Pustovyi has led the team in points per game, 11.5 points per game. But just behind him, the likes of Bogdan Blizniuk and Vyacheslav Petrov. There is Einar Bagatskis, the main man in charge of Ukraine. Head coach of Kiev Basket as well, so no doubt a pretty emotional and tough time for him right now as well. As for Spain, they go with Lopez, Arostegui, Colom, Diaz, Guerra and Para as their starting five. Lopez Arostegui has been their main man on the offensive end, averaging 14.5 points per game. Yankuba Sima had 7.5 rebounds, and Kino Colom is leading the way with 4.5 assists per game. Well, there he is, Sergio Scariolo. What he doesn't know about basketball isn't worth knowing. 60 years of age now, has been in charge of Spain since 2015. Won the Eurobasket gold medal that year in 2015, and then of course the gold medal at the World Cup, the last time it was played in China back in 2019. So he has picked up so many honours, and he wouldn't be at all surprised whether it continued heading into the World Cup next year in the Philippines, Japan and Indonesia, split over 3 different countries in 2023. Promises to be a wonderful spectacle. But first of all, there are plenty more qualifiers to get underway. Still in the first round of qualifying. Remember that it's the top 3 teams that qualify through to the second round, and they carry forward their results from the first round. So every single game is absolutely crucial. Even if you know you've already qualified through to the second round, you've still got to really concentrate and make sure that you try and win every single game you play, because it could be imperative. Sergio Scariolo announced a few years ago that he will remain as head coach of the team all the way through the 2024 Summer Olympic Games. And they will be hosted in Paris in a couple of years' time. So here we go then, but before we start, there will be a moment of silence before tip-off for the victims of the events in the territory of Ukraine over the last 24 hours or so. Our hearts really do go out to all of them. Yeah, nice touch, perfectly observed. There will be a lot of emotion, there will be a lot of heart on display today from the Ukrainian team. I suppose it can go one of two ways, can't it? It can either inspire you to play your absolute best basketball here this evening, or it can be a bit of a distraction, a bit of a weight on the mind. We will see how it pans out, but either way, it's just nice to be able to concentrate on some live sport for the next couple of hours. This is nice as well, all the players high-fiving him. Job well done. Great job, buddy. Okay, here we go then. It is Spain against Ukraine. This should be a good one. It's Spain who controlled the tip through Joel Pada. Is Lopez Arostegi, just couldn't quite make the layup. And Bogdan Blizniak can bring the ball away for Ukraine. Petrov's good work on the defensive end from Lopez Arostegi, and now the fast break is on. Colom just had to pause ever so slightly, which has allowed Ukraine to get back. Colom, the no-look pass, and I'm not sure that Frank Guerra is actually on the same wavelength there. Nice idea, though, from Kino Colom. Always a joy to watch. Jerome Randall. Randall again. Now Petrov, shot clock is down to 3. Randall's just going to have to fire here. Randall does fire indeed and can't get the 3 to go, but they've got the offensive rebounds. Good work from Artem Pustovyi. And this time Kino Colom can bring the ball away for Spain. Always going to be fascinating how Spain do get on over the course of the next few years. The fact, as I mentioned, that they don't have that golden generation of players that carried them for so long as the three goes up from the corner. Can't get this one to go either. And the foul is called. Jerome Randall draws it. Foul goes on Lopez Odostegui. Here's Jerome Randall. Randall throws up the little teardrop and gets it to fall beautifully. And the first points of this ball game go the way of Jerome Randall. Fran Guerra. Kino Colom. Colom on the pass behind the back. Oh, and it deserved to be finished with 2 points. Oh, we've already seen a no-look pass, a behind-the-back pass from Kino Colom. It's a lovely-looking shot. Artem Pustovyi knocking it down. Good stuff from Ukraine here to start off. It's Colom again. It's coming next from his bag of tricks. Lopez Odostegui couldn't move again. Now Colom, the shot clock down to 3. He's just got to shoot the 3, and why not when you shoot it like that? Terrific stuff from Kino Colom to start this one. Here's Randall. Off the screen, set from Pustovyi. Randall throws one up, no good. Rebound by Lopez Odostegui. Now the 3 again. And Spain are catching fire. Back-to-back threes for Spain. Draws the foul.
Primera falta personal del jugador de la selección española, Joel Parra.
So first trip to the stripe then for Takachenko. Here's Colom. Fancies another 3. Oh, he's already made 1. As Danny Diaz. Bogdan Blizniuk. Always great to watch Blizniuk in action. Blizniuk looking to try and find a way through, but no good. And the rebound from Lopez Odostegui. It's great to see fans back in the stadiums again. For too long there were empty seats with the COVID-19 pandemic as Colom fires the 3 again. Couple of threes already for Kino Colom. This has been a terrific start from Spain's number 10. Oh, Jerome Randall, such a low center of gravity, just wriggles his way through. Colom. Another good pass, kicks it back out all the time to make the 3, but can't get it to go. Now Jerome Randall again. Another one goes down from deep. Jerome Randall on this occasion Randall is up to 7 already after that three-point jumper. And Ukraine go out in front once again. Plenty of lead changes early on. Probably expect quite a few of them as this game possesses. No doubt that Ukraine would have been bitterly disappointed to lose out to Georgia in the first window of qualies. They can more than make up for that by getting a win over Spain. Yankuba Sima is on the floor for the first time today. 17 there. Column again. Oh, it looked good. It is good. For a second, it looked as though it was just going to fall out. But Kino Column, what a start. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc so far for Column. He's up to 9. Get the ball in his hands as much as they can right now will be the game plan. Rebound by Diaz. Column again. Column fires the 3 again. This time can't get it to go. Sima with the rebound. That's what he is on the floor for. Already going to work on the glass. Here's Blizniuk. Blizniuk down the runway and makes the layup. Just says to Sima, get out of my way. Column, super pass from Column. And Danny Diaz applies the simple finish. But the quality of the dish to him made it simple. Column running the show right now. The lead is 4, 2.5 to go in this opening quarter. And he's fouled on his way up. And Artem Pistovyi will head to the line and shoot a couple. So it makes them both. Pauli into Sima, and Sima knocks another one down. Lovely start for the youngster. 4 points already, 2 for 2 from the fields. Trying to shoot over the defense. He knew the shot clock was counting down there, so fired somewhat ambitiously. Fired off target. Sima again into Diaz. Good defense from Lipovi. Pauli now into Sima again. Just doesn't quite get the roll. Offensive rebound though. Good work from Padilla. It's been an all-action start so far from Spain on both ends of the floor, looking tidy, looking focused here. And he just kept it in bounds. Sastre. Now Diaz. Shot clock is down to 3, drives inside and does well. Draws the foul, and will head to the line and shoot 2 with 90 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
Segunda falta personal del jugador de Ucrania, Silva. Uno más.
Makes them both. Oriol Pauli. And the lead is 6 now. Nice little run here for Spain. Can they finish this first quarter strongly? Pavlov. Tall, rangy figure of Pavlov. Tries to get that right hand shot away. So they get another miss. Can they punish Ukraine? Down the other end of the floor here. Another foul.
Primera falta personal del jugador de Ucrania, Pavlov.
Looking a little pensive right now. Scariola, the score there is incorrect. Spain can double that. 20 points to 14. Padilla makes the first. And the second, and the lead is up to 8. 60 seconds to go in the first. A really good job so far from the Spanish team. They will recognize the threat of Ukraine, no doubt about it, but they've come out firing, they've come out quickly, exactly what Sergio Scariola would have wanted. Everyone's singing off the same hymn sheet right now. Sima. Alberto Diaz. Now Pauli drives to the baseline, tried to finish on the reverse. Great defense though from Kravtsov. Here's Sidorov. About 4 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock here. Just trying to tick down these final few seconds, Sidorov. Trying to shoot over the defense. Difficult looking shot, made to look very simple though. Alexander Lipovy is a wonderful three-point shooter. And an important three to finish the opening quarter there. And it gets Ukraine back to within 5. But Spain will be pretty happy with the start they've made. At the end of one, it's Spain 22, Ukraine 17. Let's have a little look at some of the numbers. Spain just shooting the 2 slightly better, 3 for 7. I think either team will be too happy with those numbers, though. The three-point shots have been decent, though. Spain 4 for 9, and Ukraine shooting the 3 really well, including that final three-pointer from Alexander Lipovy to get them back to within 5. Let's just have a little look at the highlights from that opening quarter. Jerome Randall started quickly. Made a lovely little floating jump shot. Well, there's no doubt who the star man was in that opening quarter, and it was Kino Kolom. Had 3 threes. Should have had a few more assists as well. He had a lovely little no-look pass. He had a behind-the-back pass that should have been finished as well. Yeah, he really laid it all out there, did Kino Kolom. That was an assist he did make. And all in all, it means that Spain lead by 5. Scan the QR code there And you can get live stats and plenty more. And remember to join the conversation as well. Hashtag FIBA WC is where you can find us. Let us know your thoughts on how this European qualification campaign is going to pan out, who you think is going to make it through to the World Cup. Do you think there's going to be any surprise packages? Let us know and get in touch with us. Hashtag FIBA WC. So Ukraine to start us off in the second quarter, trailing by 5. Lukashov fires, but misses. Alberto Diaz picks up the loose ball, but then throws it away. Steal from Alexander Lipovi, throws up the alley-oop. Good defense, though, from Spain. Got back quickly there to snuff out the danger. Alberto Diaz again. Sima sets the screen. Now Sima has looked in good rhythm early on here as the 25-year-old. 3 for 4 from the field. 6 points for him.
Primera falta personal del jugador de la selección española, Alberto Díaz.
So Diaz called on his first foul. Tries to kick it back out. The shot clock is counting down, so he had to throw it away. Throws up an air ball, and Sima grabs the rebound. Good defensive possession from the home side. It's Diaz again. Sastre is fouled.
Segunda falta personal del jugador de Ucrania, al campo de la selección, en pista a guerra.
Alberto Diaz. Ambitious looking pass, an ambitious looking shot. Goodness me, how good is that from Oriol Pauli? Completely off balance, did well just to keep the ball in bounds, and somehow not only kept it in bounds, but then knocks down the 3 as well. That is some play.
Okay, so we will correct. So before the timeout, call the team, we have to correct the time. Yes, but we have to correct the time. And then we start everything. So, and then please, on the court.
Yes, I think a timeout was called. I don't know whether the officials maybe just didn't hear it, so they've just got to recorrect the time.
And the time, we should correct it because you didn't stop after the basket. So, we will check.
So just a little bit of housekeeping for the referees here. Get things in order again. Well, that was the 3 from Pauli, and I think this is where the timeout was called that wasn't heard. So I think they've been able to sort that. So a 10-point lead here for Spain. 27 points to 17. trying to go to work here, surrounded by Spanish shirts. Again, it's good defense from Spain, not allowing Serhii Pavlov to bulldoze his way through.
Primera falta personal del jugador ucraniano Nico.
So another 14 seconds here. It's Dani Perez. Pauli, who'll no doubt be eyeing up another three. Couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Last touch was off Ukraine, so Spain will keep it, but only 1.2 seconds left on the clock here. Ah, it's beautifully done. Had to get the shot away quickly, did so on the reverse. Jonathan Barrero, his first points of the game. The lead is growing. It's up to 12. Need to go on a little bit of a run here, Ukraine. And that is not what the doctor ordered. Just throws it straight out of bounds. And once again, the ball in Spanish hands. Just can't afford to give Spain such a head start. Barrero again. Dani Perez. Another foul called. Three goes up, just can't get it to go. And the last touch looked to be off the Ukrainian shirt. And I think Ukraine have actually been given possession back. Zotov spins away. Zotov, the three, shooting over the defense. That's a tough-looking shot from Alexander Lipovi. If anyone can knock it down, it is him, but not on that occasion. So Frank Guerra draws the foul on this occasion. Foul goes on Alexander Lipovi. His second foul. Bogdan Blizniuk back on the floor. Denis Lukashov heads to the bench. Dani Perez drives inside. The shot clock is counting down. Gets the shot away. Didn't get the reset though. They didn't need it. Helps out his teammate. Ukraine yet to register so far in this second quarter. Outscored 9 points to nothing right now. Lead is up to 14 all of a sudden. Joel Parrott back on the floor for Spain. Oriol Pauli heads to the bench. Here is Bogdan Blizniuk. Just needs something to try and get them going here, Ukraine. Again, the shot clock counting down. It's another good defensive possession. This from Spain. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Spain. Everything in working order like a well-oiled machine right now. Dani Perez. Another foul called. Been racking them up so far in the second quarter of Ukraine. So there could be a fair few trips to the stripe as well for Spain over the course of the next 5 minutes or so. Bobrov called on his first foul. Just off target with the second. Last touch was off Joel Parra. First free throw that they've not connected on Spain. 5 for 6 so far. It's Jerome Randall who's back on the floor. Randall again, can he sprinkle a little bit of inspiration into this Ukrainian side? It's a great pass, and they will have a chance to try and get off the mark at least in this second quarter from the stripe. So Parra heads to the bench, and Lopez Arostegui is back on the floor. First point registered in the second quarter for Ukraine, nearly 5 minutes into the quarter. Just highlights their struggles. Lopez Arostegui tries to fire the jump shot. Offensive rebound though. Now Danny Perez. Perez, nice pass, and the finish on the reverse is a good one. Ukraine are so reliant normally on their three-point shot. Averaged 11 three-point makes per game in the first window back in November. Saying that they had just shy of 60 attempts across the two games, shooting the three at 37.9%. Feel as though that percentage is going to have to improve today. So a trip to the line this time for Bogdan Blizniuk. And Kino Kolom is coming back onto the floor. So the lead is 14, 4.5 to go in this first half. Kolom into Fran Guerra. Now Barrero. Good ball movement again from Spain. The pass behind the back from Lopez Arostegui. Kolom thought about the three, instead helps it on. Oh, that would have been a lovely team play. And now Jerome Randall down the other end, goes coast to coast and makes the layup. And for all of Spain's pretty passing, it's Ukraine who come away with points. So Spain call timeout here.
Danny or Johnny. Hey!
por arriba, continuamos. Si pasa por detrás, volvemos a bloquear y le seguimos atacando. No volvemos.
Hacemos esto ahora. 21. La ponemos dentro y jugamos mano a mano. 21.
Vale. Si están en zona otra vez, L abajo y 25. Defensa. Tener la puta pelota en la banda cuando es un green. Tenerla ahí. Venga.
So the lead is back down to 12. Ukraine have just made a few inroads. Has been as big as 15, the lead so far for Spain. In possession here. Sima. Kino Colom. Colom throws up the little floating jump shot, beautifully done again. Really have seen every single bit of his skill set on display so far today. Kino Colom, he's already into double digits. 3 threes for him. And now his first 2-pointer as well, 4 for 5 from the fields. Here's Jerome Randall. Shot clock down to 3. Randall's just going to have to try and get it away. He does so. Very difficult looking shot. It's yet another brilliant defensive possession though from Spain, and now the fast break is on down the other end. Lopez Odestegui throws it back out. The 3 is good. Danny Diaz knocking another one down. He's up to 8, 3 for 4 from the field. Just caught Ukraine napping ever so slightly there, and Ukraine called timeout.
And send those screens.
Well, all of a sudden the lead is the biggest it has been. 17 points right now with 3 minutes to go. Bogdan Blizniuk. Blizniuk looking to try and find a way through. Can't get it to go. Kino Colom with the rebounds. His second. Go alongside his assist and 11 points. Here's Sima. Now Colom. Kino Colom just rips the ball off Sima. Sima now, can he throw it up? He can. Colom tried to tip it back, but can't get it to fall. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. Spain with 6 offensive rebounds compared to Ukraine's 2, so they're getting a lot more second chance looks. Jerome Randall. Randall throws it up, and how about that from Jerome Randall? Floating jump shot. Gets it to go. The lead is back down to 15. Here's Sima. Lopez Orostegui. Foul is called.
Segunda falta personal del jugador de Ucrania, Oeste. Hay cambio en la selección, sale Joan Sastre, entra Unión Saudí.
So the referees just want to have a little look at this on the official review system. It's used mightily effectively in this sport. Don't know if they're just having a look to see whether that was an unsportsmanlike from Jerome Randall. Wasn't happy with it, was he, Lopez Orostegui?
And the same angle.
You just see it. Grab at the shorts. I think it is going to be an unsportsmanlike here. So a chance for Spain to pile on the damage here. An unsportsmanlike foul called on Jerome Randall after using the official review system. So a couple of free throws for Lopez Orostegui, and then Spain will get possession back again. Really not what Ukraine need right now, as the lead goes back up to 17, Spain back in possession. Now it's the right idea. Sima just not on the same wavelength, and now Jerome Randall up the other end of the floor. Can't get it to go. Big offensive rebound though, and the left hand layup is a good one. It's good work from Pustovyi. Here's Kino Kolom. Now Lopez Orostegui. Pauli.
Primera falta personal del jugador ucraniano,
So Sima draws the foul. Foul called on Artem Pustovyi, his first. He's 25 years of age, and Kuba Sima. Can't make the second. And we've got about 60 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jerome Randall. Can Ukraine finish strongly? Drives inside again, throws up that floating jump shot, can't get it to go. Good strong defensive rebound. Kino Kolom now for Spain. Kolom, another no-look pass into Sima. And I think Sima has been called on a travel and will turn it over. So the lead is 16, double the number of turnovers for Spain. Spostovyi heads to the bench, as does Vitaly Zotov, with Lukashov and Lipovi coming back onto the floor, trying to get themselves going with a three, and he knocks it.
Y si viene el hombre de Kilo, Kilo va a la esquina para tirar. Vale, a 10 segundos. 1-3.
So the lead back down to 13, 29 seconds to go in this first half. We've got about 5 seconds between the shot and the game clock here. Ukraine fresh off that three-pointer from Petrov. Lopez Orostegui responds with a three of his own. Beautiful looking shot. And he moves up to 5. The lead is back up to 16. Gets the shot away just in time, but can't connect. And all in all, that is a job well done for Spain. That first half, they took control early, and they've stayed out in front, and they've got a nice commanding lead heading into the second half. It is Spain 45, Ukraine 29. Well, Spain just shooting the ball better in all departments. 47% from two-point range compared to 32. They're shooting the three better. They're out rebounding Ukraine. They're out assisting Ukraine. Every single stat is in favor of the Spaniards, really. Kolom has been magnificent. He leads the way with 11. And Randall for Ukraine also has 11. But a big team talk ahead for Ukraine. They need to find something else in the second half. Make sure you're back with us in around 10 minutes' time.
Preparado, tiempo muerto.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Another couple of baskets here, and this one could get interesting. Bacco rolling down the middle, back-to-back dunks for Ismail Bacco. That is what he can provide.
Shot clock ticking down. Oh, lovely pass. There's magic in the Montenegrin air. Dino Radoncic with the razzle-dazzle assist.
To the right side, Musa brings it out, goes left-handed, throws it up, and it's a throwdown. Beautiful interaction. Great pass from Musa.
Baseline mishandled, easy pass. Gonna put this up. The halfway line is good. Gone in here, announces himself in tonight's game.
Ukraine attack. But look at this right down the middle. Off the rebound, coast to coast, flying through the air. Crashes it one-handed. Holy cow.
Turn down, goes straight to the middle. Bobic gets stopped, goes inside. Oh, nice spin, watch out. Simon Briganda throws it down on the baseline.
German league, here he is putting it up from three-point range, a little bit long. They got a Hurley, and they put it up. Oh, it goes in! What a play! Maybe, just maybe, that'll be the spark for Poland in the fourth quarter. Gorbac.
To feed it inside, and Latvia continue to be besotted with getting the ball in the paint. That thunderous right hand rains down, and he's enjoying the action.
They would try to get steal. Here's Kuzminskis. He puts it up, and can you believe it? From half court, Kuzminskis adds insult to injury. And look at that. Kuzminskis, this is why he practices that shot every single day.
No options, so they're going to resettle and recycle. Sunshar. Oh, what a pass. Larkin gets the easy two, but the ability to pass the ball and move off it.
Portes.
So welcome back everyone to Cordoba. Group G World Cup qualifying campaign continues here with Spain currently leading Ukraine 45 points to 29. It was a very impressive opening half from the defending champions, led quite brilliantly from Kino Kolom, who has 11 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 3 rebounds and an assist as well. There's already been a game in this group. Earlier on today, Georgia got the better of the Republic of North Macedonia, so they are struggling now. North Macedonia 0 for 3 from their first 3 games. Georgia moved to 2-1, and Spain looking to try and go 3-0, and looking good forward as well, leading by 16 here. Confirmation as well, if you missed it earlier on, that the game between Ukraine and Spain that was due to be played on Sunday in Kiev is, well, unsurprisingly postponed with what is happening in Ukraine right now. So they will have to try and replay that when hopefully everything calms down in the not too distant future. But it is Spain here with the opening possession of the third quarter, leading by 16, 45 points to 29. What can Ukraine drum up in the second half? Well, not a lot. If Spain continue to shoot the ball like that, start off with an emphatic three-pointer to take the lead to the biggest that it has been so far today. It's up to 19. This will be a 2 if it goes, which it does. Jerome Randall.
Primera falta personal del jugador de la selección española, Fran Guerra.
Here is Zotov. Blizniuk just lost his footing, did well to still find the pass though, Bogdan Blizniuk. Here's Jerome Randall. Randall looking to try and weave a way through, kicks it back out, the 3 goes up, a little too much on it, easy rebound for Kino Kolom. And another foul is called.
Segunda falta del jugador ucraniano, Zotov.
It's Kolom again. Danny Diaz shot the ball nicely in the first half to Danny Diaz. 3 for 4 from the field for his 8 points. That's good defense to get the block in. And now the foul goes on Kino Kolom.
Primera falta personal del jugador español, Kino Kolom.
It's done well to keep hold of it. Kolom goes out, another foul goes on Kolom. So that's a couple of fouls on Kolom and in quick succession.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español Quino Colom.
No doubt, he was the MVP of the first half, Quino Colom. Here's Bogdan Blizniuk. Now Randall. Randall goes all the way through. Very nicely done from Jerome Randall. Makes the layup. Gets the lead back to 15. Spain have just got to do a job here. Just got to make sure they don't give Ukraine any chance of getting back into it, and yet another three goes down. The three-point shot has been pretty good today, has Spain, shooting at nearly 60% from the field from three-point range. That is going to get it done. It's another one for Dani Diaz. It's Diaz again. Colom. Colom very nearly threw it away. Did well just to keep hold of it, not once but twice here, Spain. Shot clock is down to 3 though now. Colom's just got to get the shot away, which he does. And surprise, surprise, it ends in 3 points. Can do little wrong, Quino Colom. He threw a pretty poor pass there, but it still was able to find its way to a Spain shirt. It was a relatively untidy possession, but still ends with a three-pointer. And the lead is up to 21. It's a beautiful little fake. Can't get the three to fall though, and Jean Parra grabs the rebound. It's Colom. Colom throws it up, or tried the alley-oop. Wasn't far away from connecting on it. Now Alexander Lipovi. Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he's not made another. Oh, how about that? Joel Parra showing just what he's about. Look at this, around the back. As good as it gets. Blizniuk. Be disappointed to have missed it by that distance there, Blizniuk. He'd done the hard work, he'd opened up the uncontested look there. Foul is called in the end.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español Francia. Hay cambio en nuestra selección. Sale Dani Diaz, entra Pradilla.
So Pradilla is back on the floor. Dani Diaz takes a rest, a well-deserved rest. The lead is just growing and growing. Up to 23 out of nowhere. Lopez Arostegui drives inside, can't get it to go. But the first man on the scene is Fran Guerra to tip it in. Just first to everything right now, Spain. Ukraine very much second best. Bogdan Blizniuk. It's another turnover from Ukraine, and now Quino Colom. Colom around the back. The right-hand hook shot is good. This is super stuff from Spain, making it look tremendously easy right now. They've outscored Ukraine 15 points to 4 so far in this third quarter, and they are running away with things. 60 points to 33 the lead. Ukraine call timeout.
It's the most important offensively, guys. We have a shots, we have a good shots. But after that, what we got nothing. Transition defense, use the balls. One fucking foul. And we imitate the defense, that's foul. Ismail, kick them out of the corner. Don't say anything. Yeah, let's go. Jerome, you go. You find the point. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Petya. Big right. Сейчас делаем так. Big right. Если вот у тебя будет большой, ты играешь как 4. We go 52. But you have to read the situation. Jerome, you go for the cut.
Наша земля!
Смотри, сейчас.
Well, not a happy man. Ainas Bagatskis just wanting a little more fight, a little more energy from his Ukrainian side. It's all a little bit too nicey nice right now. Jerome Randall for 3 is good. Now the 3 goes up. Well, everything that Ukraine have thrown down, Spain have had an answer to. And Lopez Orostegui just answers the 3 with one of his own. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc right now. Colom.
La falta personal del jugador ucraniano Lucas. Hay cambio, sale para guerra, entra Yakuba Vega.
Still 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Colom again. Beautiful pass from Colom. Thrown down, two-handed from Sima. Well, Colom has made it look like he's playing an exhibition at times today. Another beautiful pass behind the back. No good for 3, and that goes out of bounds, and Spain will get it back here. 3.5 minutes to go in this third quarter, a third quarter that has been well and truly dominated by Spain.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español López Arostegui. Hay cambios, sale Quino Colón, entra Alberto Díaz.
Well, we've been stressing it all day, but every single game, every single point could potentially be absolutely imperative when it comes down to it. 3 teams will qualify through to the second round, but remember, you take forward what's happened in the first round into the second round, so you carry forward the points and everything into it. So even though Ukraine look as though they're going to lose this game pretty heavily, they've still got to fight tooth and nail. They've got to try and reduce the arrears as much as they can. But this has been so good from Spain. 30-point lead here. Mentioned when they met in the lead up to the 2019 World Cup, they were in the same qualifying group, and it was 2 pretty tight matches. One went the way of Spain only by 4 points, but the other, Ukraine, actually won. Well, this is looking as though it's going to be an absolute annihilation. There's another three. Can't find its target that time. Alberto Diaz now.
Segunda falta personal del jugador ucraniano, Lukashov. Podéis seguir con los páginas.
So another 14-second reset. Lukashov called on his second foul. Another one. And Spain just continue to pile on the misery here. 32-point game, 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's a nice pass, a little push in the back. And the foul is called.
Primera falta personal del jugador español, Padilla. Cambio de la selección española, sale Joel Parra, entra Uriel Paulí. Pablo.
So they've got the lead back to 30. Here is Sima. Sima again. Pauli made an unbelievable three-point shot in the first half. Did Pauli. Sima, whose shot was pretty good himself in the first half. Sima, he's got 9 points today. Launching a three of their own, and well, Ukraine need a few more of those to drop. It's a nice pass. Soa throws it down, just says, get out of my way. This time can't get it to go. Have they got the offensive rebound? They have. Good defense from Sima, though. Another one on the way. This time can't get it, but Sima there to grab another rebound. That's his fourth of the day.
Segunda falta personal del jugador ucraniano, Pablo.
Oh, it's a nice idea. Sima was there waiting. So it will just be the one game for both Spain and Ukraine in this window. Everyone else will play two. And then they will have to try and find a time to rearrange the game in Kiev, or it may have to be played at a neutral venue, perhaps. Shooting a lot of threes now. And they've got the steal here, Ukraine. Good little spell they're having. Another three goes up. Can't get this one to go, but good work on the offensive glass again. And they're just going on a little bit of a run here. This is always the danger, isn't it, when you've got such a healthy lead that you can just switch off ever so slightly You may not even realize it, but yeah, they've been very solid indeed from the stripe today, shooting at nearly 85%. Another three from a long way out, no good, and the buzzer goes. Well, it's another very impressive quarter from Spain. They outscore Ukraine 28 points to 15 there, and they just keep on rolling. 73-44 the lead with 1 quarter to go. Well, 54% from 2, 58% from 3 for Spain. That is going to get it done more often than not. Ukraine 5 for 20. They've shot a lot of 3-pointers, but only converting on 25% of them. But Spain have just been brilliant so far today. Yeah, your reminder there to make sure that you've got the World Cup qualifying app. Download it, either scan the QR code there or just go onto your app store and make sure that that is on your phone to guide you through the rest of the qualification process. Of course, there's still plenty of qualifying games to play. There's still only the first round. The second round will get underway in August later this year. Then there'll be 3 second round windows, August, November and February, before the World Cup proper gets underway in August of 2023. So still plenty of time to go. Yeah, make sure that you have the app to guide you through every step of the way. So into the final quarter here, Spain in command, 73 points to 46. Damage limitation time for Ukraine. Looking to try and start the final quarter with a 3, and they do. So a nice start for Ukraine. Denis Lukashov with his first points of the game. To try and go to work here. And that's not going to count. Called on the travel is Jaime Pradilla. Here's Lukashov again. Already made 1 3 in this final quarter. Right to Petrov, looked good in the air. Big, strong rebound to give them a second chance here, Ukraine, and they capitalize on it. This has been a good start to this final quarter. Here is Diaz. Now Sima. Sima turns, shoots and fires. 5 for 8 from the field today for Yankuba Sima. Assist for Oriol Parli, his 3rd assist today. The lead is 24, another 3 goes up, but Another one off target, which has been the theme, really, for Ukraine today. And I think win or lose today for Ukraine, you've got to give every single one of these guys a huge amount of credit just for even being out on the court today, because with everything that's going on back home, I'm sure they've all got families and friends who are either stranded or desperately trying to get out of the country right now. So for them to have that playing on their mind, but still come out here and leave it all out on the court, you've really got to hand it to every single one of them. That's beautifully done. A little fake just to create the space. And Barrero up to 5. Foul is called, he'll shoot 2. Barrero got an elbow to the ribs by the looks of it. It's a little painful. So in the next qualifying window, Friday the 1st of July, the next time that these teams will be out on the court. So they've got a fair few months to get ready for those. Spain will be at home to North Macedonia, and then we'll travel to Georgia on Monday the 4th of July. As for Ukraine, on Friday the 1st of July, they will be at home to Georgia. Well, they'll hope that they'll be at home, and they then go to North Macedonia on game day 6. Blizniuk, plenty of time for Petrov to fire once again. He's had a pretty good game, as Vyacheslav Petrov into double digits, 10 points personal for him, 4 for 7 from the field. They've turned it over here as Blizniuk looks to go coast to coast, makes the shot and one. Great work from Bogdan Blizniuk. This is good from Ukraine. It would have been pretty easy, considering at one stage in this game they were trailing by 32. It would have been pretty easy for them almost just to throw the towel in. Anything but. They're coming back into the game here, and Spain call timeout.
Cuando hay un cambio al pop, tras el green, va para adentro, lo cogemos y tú vas fuera. Hablarlo, ¿vale? No necesitamos apresurarnos a la hora de dar pase, como vamos a atacar bien, dentro, fuera. Vamos, tío, con pases, vamos, venga, va.
They trailed by 32 at one stage. This to get back to a 20-point game. Bogdan Blizniuk looking to try and convert on a 3-point play, which he does. It's been a good response so far from Ukraine in this final quarter. Just under 7 minutes to go. It's a nice pass, drives to the baseline, kicks it back out. Now the three is on the way. Oh, it looks so good. Just couldn't quite wriggle itself in. Here's Jerome Randall. Now Petrov, Randall again. Bogdan Blizniuk. Another one goes down. The lead is down to 18 all of a sudden. Blizniuk, who's just seeing a little bit more of the ball in this final quarter. He's up to 8 points personal now to go alongside his 4 rebounds. It's a poor pass. Saul's nearly able to get the steal. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. So Joan Sastre and Alberto Diaz head to the bench. Danny Perez and Xabi Lopez Arostegui back on the floor. 3 seconds to get the shot away here, and he does just that. Just drives into the runway. Pauli makes a pretty simple layup. Pauli up to 7. Blizniuk again. Very active right now, Bogdan Blizniuk. This is much better from him. 4 for 9 from the field. He's up to double digits now. The lead is 18 again. Nearly halfway through this final quarter. Lopez Arostegui draws the foul.
Same situation, opposite side, same situation. Every time we drop.
Great penetration. Can he get the finish with the left hand? He can't. Oh, just about eventually gets the roll.
Falta personal del jugador español Dani Pérez.
Petrov into Blizniuk again. He's got the hot hand right now, Bogdan Blizniuk. Blizniuk drives in and makes another great penetration from Bogdan Blizniuk. Here's Danny Perez. Perez again. Lopez Arostegui looked for the no-look pass. A second left on the shot. Got the shot away in time, but couldn't execute it. Great hustle from Lopez Arostegui, though. However, he's then just stepped out of bounds. So Ukraine will get it back. So just under 4 minutes to go. There's Jerome Randall. Nice pass from Randall. Simple 2 for Pustovyi. Is that a quietly efficient game? Artem Pustovyi's up to 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the field for him. Lopez Orestegi just pulls up, fires the jumper. Makes it look so simple. He's up to 13.
Quinta falta personal, un aplauso para el jugador español Dani Pérez. Entra en su lugar Alberto Díaz. Para el grupo de la Lloremada.
So Randall at the stripe. Knew as soon as it left his hand that he'd missed that one.
Johnny, 13. Dos debajo. Octavo.
Alberto Diaz. Just a case of seeing this out now for Spain. They've done the hard part. They've got themselves a healthy lead. Lopez Orestegi misfires. Jerome Randall. Foul is called.
Segunda falta personal del jugador español Pradilla.
So Pistovi makes both. That lead is down to just 15 all of a sudden. This has been some fight back from Ukraine. It really has. Trailing by 32, remember, at one stage. Could end this game losing by single digits. 3 seconds left on the clock. The three goes up, comes up short. Offensive rebound, though, from Para. Another one that comes up short. Rebound this time from Bobrov. So a chance to eat into this lead once again here for Ukraine. Jerome Randall. Nice pass from Randall. However, offensive foul goes on Artem Pistovyi, and Ukraine turn it over. So that's a bit of a shame for them after getting the miss down the other end of the floor. Looked as though that lead was going to go down to 12 or 13. Pistovyi called on his second. Here's Diaz. It's pass from Diaz. Needs some help here. Has to go back out to Lopez Orestegi. 3 seconds left to shoot. He does, and he makes. Great work again from Lopez Orestegi. Just under 2 minutes to go. And Ukraine call timeout with the lead at 17.
Screen, you lock. If they switch, Bogdan, you are with the ball. Vitaly, this. Bogdan, you pass to Jerome anyway. If you can open shot, do it. Every point is important. If they switch, one of the two big guys inside, pass the ball. One of the two inside.
Давай, давай, давай. Наша земля.
Let's go, let's go.
Давай, давай, наша земля. Время.
So just under 2 minutes to go. Spain 86, Ukraine 69. Jerome Randall, well, they all just backed off him. It's a risky strategy. Someone of Jerome Randall's quality didn't make them pay on that occasion. Lopez Arostegui. Again comes up short. They've just lost their way a little bit, Spain, and now the fast break is on and Bogdan Blizniuk applies the finish. He's had a super final quarter, has Bogdan Blizniuk. Another miss from Spain. Rebound by Pustovyi. Pustovyi again. Foul is called.
Tercera falta personal del jugador español Joel Pata.
So Parra called on his third foul. It's Barrero. Alberto Diaz. Diaz pulls up and shoots the two, makes the two. Nice. Down the other end of the floor, though. And Ukraine answers straight back. That's great pass. So much time to make the three. Would have looked good in the air. And the final possession, as they just wind the clock down. Well, it's a job well done for Spain. They stay perfect, 3-0 in the World Cup qualifiers. But they came up against a resilient Ukrainian side. You've got to give them so much credit just for being out on the court today with what is going on back home. They trailed by 32 at one stage. Well, they actually gave Spain almost a little bit of a fright at the end. That lead was just reducing by the second. But everyone's thoughts with Ukraine and what is going on back home for them. They would have been playing with the weight of a nation on their shoulders. But in fairness to Spain, they knew that they had a job to do, and they did so very professionally indeed. We hope that everything is okay with Ukraine and their families and friends, and they will be back. They appreciate the support that they've been given. I think everyone in this stadium appreciates just what they are going through right now. And as I said, just the fact that they are out on the court right now is an achievement in itself. We stand with Ukraine. And that could be one of the most touching and heartwarming moments of the entire World Cup qualifying process. Lovely moment, but it's Spain's day on the court. Spain 88, Ukraine 74, in an emotionally charged game. Hair standing up on the back of the neck moment, that. And really the stats, when put into perspective, don't mean a lot, but it is Spain who come out on top, and they do stay perfect in the qualification process. They will be in the second round, no doubt about that. Tough for Ukraine, tough for Spain as well, playing against Ukraine, because they would have known exactly what was going on today. But they knew that they had a job to do, and they did just that. Well, here's a little look at some of the highlights that we've seen today. Jerome Randall was busy. They really caught fire in the final quarter, did Ukraine. They could have played with that kind of intensity throughout, and who knows, could have been a different story. They outscored Spain 28 points to 15 in that final quarter. They really turned it on. Unfortunately for them, though, it's really that second quarter. They let it get away from them. Kino Kolom, another no-look pass to add to his collection. He was magnificent today, Kino Kolom, especially in the first half. Again, just a reminder, these two sides will not meet on Sunday. Unsurprisingly, it was supposed to be back in Kiev, but with everything that's going on in Ukraine, that match has already been postponed, so they'll have to try and find another date for the diary to try and get that one played, whether that's in Ukraine or at a neutral venue. Only time will tell. So it's just the one game for Spain and Ukraine in the February window, and they will now have to wait until the 1st of July when they will be back out on court to play their next couple of games. Lopez Arostegui was brilliant again for Spain, just like he was in the first window back at the end of last year. I'll be disappointed that they probably didn't win by more in the end, Spain, but in the end, a win is a win. That's what they came for, and that is what they got. The Ukraine can take a huge amount of heart from the way they fought and battled in that final quarter. Bogdan Blizniuk especially was superb in the final quarter. So this is how Group G looks then. Spain out in front, 3-0. Georgia 2-1. Ukraine 1-2. And North Macedonia 0-3. Lots of work to be done for them. It's the top three that qualify. Thanks ever so much for your company here today, but it is Spain who get the better of Ukraine, 88-74, and they will be back in July